الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا، والصلاة والسلام على إمام الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أيها الأخوة الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Just in these few minutes, I talk on behalf of the Committee of Women Mosque, as well as the Imam Sheikh Sardar, the Chairman and the Secretary, and all the committee members of Women Mosque, as well as for the Muslims, regarding what happened in Woolwich on Wednesday. The murder attack of a British soldier in the daytime and the barbaric killing in the streets in Woolwich. First of all, we say and announce and make it very clear, this has nothing related to Islam at all. What happened is a crime, and who has done it should be dealt as criminals according to the law of this country. Islam shouldn't be involved at all. It is an individual matter, and those who have done it, as we all know now through the news, they are converted, and one of them was in prison, and we don't know their background, where they came from, but in any way we have to make it clear. This is not the Islamic ideology or thoughts or teachings on the Quran and the Sunnah of our Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are more than 3 million Muslims in Britain. And if some of these Muslims, few in number, tens or even hundreds, are extreme, you cannot blame Islam and the Muslim community for all of this, for whatever happened. Every group, every religion, you will have extremes. And when there is an event, it should be localized to those who have done it. Don't refer it to the Muslims and to Islam, or to the mosques, or to the Islamic Center. In our Quran, because some people now they say it is the Islamic ideology who promote this. No, and no, and no. Our religion is the religion of God. Islam is the truth. And it will never, never, never give a permission to kill somebody, as what happened on Wednesday on the street. The Quran in Surah Al-Mumtahina, for those who are talking about Islam, our Islam is based on the Quran and Sunnah. Not anybody talks, and if anybody does something and he says Allahu Akbar, Islam, Islam, we should be reasonable. What does Islam say? No ghadr in Islam, no betrayal. You cannot stab somebody from his back. In Surah Al-Mumtahina, Surah Al-Mumtahina, the ayah is very clear. The words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. The translation of the ayah in Surah Al-Mumtahina is very clear. Allah doesn't forbid you to deal justly and kindly. Deal justly and kindly with those who fought not against you on account of religion, nor drove you out of your houses. Verily, Allah loves those who deal with equity. So we are living here in England, and there is a covenant between every person living here. Either you are British or you came with a visa, or there is a covenant to live peacefully. The Muslims here are living for years and years now, many decades. And again, I'm saying there are more than 2.5 million or to 3 million. So this escalating wave of hatred against Muslims is not reasonable. We say the killing of this soldier would never be justified. Yes, and we pay our condolence to the family of the killed soldier. And we say that what happened is not accepted at all in Islam. If you want to fight, you know where to fight. You cannot live here peacefully, having your house, you have your car, you get money, you work, and then you come to stab somebody from his back. This is ghadr. Ghadr in Islam, this is ghadr. Al-Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was in Medina, our messenger, there was some Muslims still in Mecca, hiding their Islam. They couldn't immigrate to Medina, where he was. And with a small piece of paper, he could send, ordering them, kill the chief of the kuffar, the leaders of the mushrikeen. He never did this. He never did this. لا غدر ولا خيانة في الإسلام. لا غدر. لا خيانة. No betrayal. You are a man, you want to fight, yes, okay, say it. Announce it. And you know what is the battlefield. It is not the place where the Muslims are living peacefully with others. And this is implied for any non-Muslim. When we say justice, honest, it is not a matter of dealing Muslims with Muslims. No. It is dealing Muslims with all human beings. We have really to welcome our guests today. We have our Member of Parliament, Mr. Barry Gardner. And today also we have the guest, the Chief Inspector of Wembley Police, Nick Davis. They are coming here to support the Muslim community of Wembley and to support the mosque. Because there is a wave now of hatred to Muslims. And few mosques were attacked yesterday and the day before. We would like to say again and again, this mosque, Wembley Mosque, and I think all the mosques in England, we are propagating peace. We are calling or worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have nothing regarding these issues of killing or raising violence. And this is the order of our religion. This is not politics. We are not talking politics. We are saying the truth regarding what Allah ordered us. And we want the government to know this, as well as the majority of the people here, the English people. Muslims have been living in this country for more than 50 years, 80 years, since the First World War and the Second World War. And there are hundreds and thousands now of Muslim mosques and Islamic centers, Islamic schools. We are living in peace and harmony. So if an event happens because of one or two individuals, don't come to destroy everything and to attack Islam and Muslims. I am watching the TV and following some of the news. the right wing is threatening that they will do attacks against Muslims, and some of them now blaming Islam as a whole, and the others went so far, we would say this is a very individual event. And the person who did it, we think there is something mentally, because if you kill somebody and you stand up to talk to the media with your hand full of blood, something abnormal. And he was talking about his land and so on. He was born here. He is London, born here. In any way, Islam never allows us to kill somebody before warning and announcing and in the battlefield. And I refer you all to Surah At-Tawbah. Surah At-Tawbah in chapter 10. The first ayat of it is very clear. When some of the kuffar mushrikeen, they killed some of the allies of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Quran said to him, don't kill any one of these disbelievers till you announce the treaty is finished, and give them time to know that you have now finished the treaty with them. And how to do that? In the season of Hajj. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sent Abu Bakr and then Ali ibn Abi Talib, leaders of Hajj in year 9 after Hijrah, and they stand in the Kaaba saying, now the peace treaty with those disbelievers is finished because they killed our allies. So this is Islam. This is our religion. If there are some individuals who are deviated astray or they did something opposite this, don't blame Islam. Again, our religion is the religion of peace. And it is the religion of power. And it is the religion of justice. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty to keep us all safe and guided and give us more strength in our deen, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sallam.